Hi, welcome back. Valerie here from A Stitch in Life. Today I'm going to do a quick video on how to make a scarf out of a t-shirt. So this one is one I already had. It's a little bit long. You can always double it up, but I'm going to make a little one using this kid's t-shirt that I got. It's kind of pilled and it has some threads coming out, so I thought, well, I'll just make something with this. I'm just going to measure like how long I want it to be, how wide I want it to be. Once you cut it and then you can stretch it, it will kind of shrink up a little bit. So it's better to cut it a little bit bigger. I think I did maybe 2 inches, maybe 1.5 inches, it might have been. Then you can just cut the strip and you only have to measure it once and you can lay it on top of the next one. It's obviously doesn't have to be an exact science. Sorry, you can't really see me cutting it, but you will once I get up top, closer to the other side of it. So I cut that out. I used it as a pattern, put it on top of the other one, and I'm just cutting it. And I always want to use just one. Don't layer it up when you're cutting and using it for a guide, because then it'll just get bigger and bigger and bigger the more you have them stacked on top of each other. So, and I want it to be kind of thick, so I'm going to do several strips of fabric. And it won't fray because it's t-shirt material, and it won't, the side seams are serged on this shirt, and it won't come undone because the sewing is so tight. It'll be fine for what I'm using it for. So I think I cut 6 strips, maybe 7, I don't remember. I cut as far as I could, and this shirt isn't curved. It's pretty much the same straight up and down. So all of them are going to be the same. And the back is a different, oh yeah, I forgot to cut the tag off. The back is a different knit material. Seeing how long it's going to be. It's kind of like that turtleneck. See, I pulled it and it's going to kind of curl up a little bit. It didn't so much on the front, but that's okay. It'll just have its own unique look. It kind of made the front fabric ripple a little bit, so it almost looks like a ruffle. And then the back is a knit, cotton knit, and it just made it curl up on itself. So seeing how it's gonna look. Cool. And then obviously if it's one solid color, it's not gonna have the white on the inside. I'm gonna put all the side seams together, one of the side seams, and sew them together so that they won't twist around all crazy. That was just a design aesthetic that I decided on. It's not necessary really. It's however you want it to look like. But I thought that way it won't wiggle around so much. It would kind of keep in the same spot, and I'm just stab stitching it back and forth. Only need a few stitches. You could do it on the machine, but to me sometimes getting up and getting down and changing thread and all that takes a long time. So just sewing it by hand is quicker to me. And then I just have another strip of that fabric, an extra strip, and I'm going to use a piece of it to wrap around that side seam that I just sewed together and tuck it under itself. And that way it will keep it all nice and together, and it kind of looks like, you know, it's the back of a necklace or something like that. And when I've seen them, see, I wrapped it around all of them together. It kind of hides that seam. Just tuck it under, and I whip stitched this and edge stitched it right on the edge of that seam. Obviously you can use bigger t-shirts. I have one that is a very long t-shirt, and then you can double it up on itself even. But I wanted it to be shorter, so I just used a smaller shirt. And I edge stitched it, and there it is. That's all you can do. You can also do it at the other end, but I like how loose it looks. And then sometimes you see white and sometimes you see the color. Yeah, it keeps your neck warm and it's cute. Thanks for watching.